There are over 30,000 businesses in the US right now that are a perfect fit for an AI employee layer. Not tools, not automations, an actual layer that does the recurring work on autopilot. And almost zero of them have one. That gap is the biggest B2B opportunity I've seen in 5 years. The margins on this are insane. I will show you the real numbers in a minute, and you're gonna think that I made them up. At the end of this video, you will know everything you need to know to start building and selling this right now. Here is the problem. SMBs are tired. They've bought every dashboard, every login, every SaaS tool, and they still have the same 4 problems they had 3 years ago. So I'm sorry to break your heart, but they are not in a market for another piece of software. They are in the market for somebody to take care of everything, so that everything is just done. All the recurring work done. And they also know that AI is gonna play a big part of that in the future. And honestly, most people are still selling AI right now as tools. Like, hey, we've built a SaaS that can automate this. We have some workflows. Like, I hate to break it to you, but that is just the wrong product at this moment, right now. So let me go back to the number from the start, 30,000. That's how many franchise systems exist in America. Pizza chains, gyms, real estate, brokerages, hair salons, home services. Every single one of them is a multi-location SMB with steady cash flow and the same 4 problems we'll get to in a second. But almost none of them have an AI layer that actually works. The ones that tried, they hired just some automation agency and ended up with a Zapier or NNN graveyard. But honestly, franchises are just the warm-up. Every mid-market SMB doing over 1 million in revenue fits this shape. We're talking hundreds of thousands of businesses with real money and 0 competent operators in front of them. And that is exactly the gap. So let's go back for a second to the normal AI freelancer model. You sell a build, the client pays you once, and then you can basically just disappear. And then the workflow breaks in like 3 weeks, but nobody is really accountable. Like, you're the only one needing to fix it. Honestly, like me to you, that work just sucks, right? Like, just fixing what is broken all the time. I don't think me, and you probably as well, want to do that for the rest of our life. But this pain, this is exactly where the managed employee model completely flips it. The client now pays you monthly because the outcome keeps happening. They're not just buying code or a stupid workflow. They are hiring somebody to own a result. And I'm not just saying this, we actually have numbers on it. One well-built AI employee serves a small business roughly 12 to 20 hours of senior level work every month. And we now really went from just data and a person should see the data and then make a decision to actual decisions made by AI agents. Think about emails, follow-ups, lead routing, reporting, customer support drafts. Like, those are all the basic tasks, but that is the stuff that eats a founder's week. And this can go way further into specific workflows for a specific business, as like no single business is exactly the same as another. But here's the fun part. The cost for running this is very low. Like, on the Claude side, it costs you around 8 cents per session hour. But you can now actually start selling AI employees for way more. Like 8 cents per hour. That's nothing, especially for a client doing more than 1 million in revenue. And that whole spread, like, that is not a typo, that is exactly the business. And the margin on that is like insane. And the reason for that is most builders are still selling automations and most clients have never seen this packaged correctly. So I honestly think that this is the way to go. I will be posting more about this, so if you are enjoying this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And now let's go on with the video. Okay, all fun and games, but now the practical part. That is what you want, right? How do you actually build this? And the problem is everyone wants to skip to the agent. But that's the move that kills the whole project. You don't start with the agent, you start with the data. Every client you take on already has data spreadsheets across 5 systems. A CRM, a spreadsheet, a booking app, an email inbox, some old database nobody opens. And your first job before any agent touches anything is to pull all of that into one place. One database that is the brain of the whole operation. And I know it sounds boring, but it is honestly the most important part. One thing that you would see when you skip it is that your agent is making decisions while having no idea of the context. And that is exactly what makes employees valuable. An employee has a lot of experience and context about the whole business. An AI agent needs the exact same. So once the data lives in one place, the AI agent layer goes on top of that. But here's the trap I see junior builders fall into all the time. They spend months building a custom React dashboard for every new client. But honestly, you are now just competing with Claude. Your interface will become old and nobody will use it anymore. Keep the actual chat interface in Claude itself. You can then add skills and routines that handle the recurring jobs, like daily follow-ups, weekly reports, monthly content scheduling, whatever your client actually needs. And every single skill is a small scoped thing that does one job and writes the result back to the database. The client can then log into an interface because yes, we need an interface to show all the data. That is the exact shape, one database and one place where they can log in and see everything. And then under the hood, we have a handful of scoped skills per client. Okay, so we now know exactly what the opportunity is and how to build it. But how does it actually work in real life? So the agent does the work and the human approves it. That is the whole core of this product. Every employee, no matter their level, is becoming a manager of their AI agents. That is the whole product. We are not replacing people. What's the fun in that? We are just putting them in a controlling role. So for example, the agent drafts every email and then the employee just clicks on approve, rewrite or reject. And the emailing is just an example. Think about all the things an employee does on a specific day. Understanding those workflows and shaping that into a Claude skill, that is exactly the move that makes business owners actually sign for your plan. Because let's be honest, most business owners are nowhere near ready to hand a decision to an AI. But by now, they are absolutely ready to automate 90% of every single workflow in their business. And when you set it up like this, two things happen. First, the client has trust in the system because they are still in control of every single decision. Second, every approval and every rejection teaches the agent their preferences. Because after 6 months, the agent knows everything, their voice, their priorities, the deals they want, the customers they actually answer. And that right here, I hope you're with me, that is the moat, not the tech, the accumulated context the agent builds inside their data and their approvals. And think about this, a year in, no other operator can replicate that without redoing 6 months of approvals. The switching cost is the memory. So one trick that I would put on every proposal from now on. People are still a bit scared. AI employees are emerging, but not yet normalized. So you should put a 90-day outcome guarantee right in the proposal. And yes, this sounds reckless, but closes about 70% more deals. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and then we'll see each other in my next video.